What would you do if you didn't have to have the bread on your table and the roof over your head? What kind of job would you look for? What would you do with your passions and your hobbies? We want to sort of liberate people to get to that stage.
We're slaves to money because it's used as a form of control.
The whole project with the whole UBI concept is really to give people freedom of thought.
It's not about the individual, it's about helping the individual help themselves to then change the world together.
But right now we're trying to band-aid, we're using our current way of thinking to solve tomorrow's problems. It's not going to work like this.
It's about creating a new paradigm. What can UBI learn from blockchain? But what can UBI learn from mycelium? Now there's a lot of answers in both of those questions.
I found out about Bitcoin in 2009. I realized at that stage, oh yeah, this is something really powerful and useful. But as the years went on, I quickly realized there was only greed.
There is a very self-focused, but in the end, a destructive mindset that only tends to focus on people's ambitions instead of the community's ambitions.
Blockchain, we've proved since 2008, we're not capable of creating blockchain solutions for anything. Can you think of a solution that we've created where humanity is liberated?
We had our blinders on like the horses.
We're able to do this, but it's going to be the most difficult challenge that you can possibly think of.
Our dream is to build critical infrastructures up in such a way that problems no longer exist.
You know, we're lucky the time we live in. We have blockchain, we have mobile, we have all this intellect together, sharing, growing, doing amazing shit.
If we give people the opportunity to move and think freely, and just like the nature, the birds, the trees, you know, the way everything's distributed around the world, and what universal basic income allows people to do is to become universally distributed. Thoughts, ideas, feelings, all of these things are supposed to be able to spread around the world like a mycelial culture. It starts with one spore.
And maybe one day we'll have a real world example, and then hopefully one day other communities will say, hey, I like what they're doing over there and I see why it's working for them. Let's do something similar.
Providing food for the community by also creating a universal basic income from those ownerless farms. So over time, it just becomes a circular economy in itself.
My dream personally is to gamify this and actually open up the solution into a game level world. Farmville meets blockchain, and to see if we're able to create virtual structures. And you know what? Then there might be a 12-year-old Russian kid in the middle of nowhere that's just like clocked it, just like that.
It'll be really exciting to see what are the opportunities in working with networks of gratitude, for example.
To help show to the world that by using the technology together, we can help each other in such a bigger way.
We here at Project Eden are looking to expand our sort of expertise by having people with an understanding of blockchain and smart contract programming. So if you have an understanding of that and you're passionate and motivated by universal basic income and changing the paradigm of how we do things, then we're the place for you.
So yeah, we need software engineers. We need people that are really good at understanding like architectures, really, systems level thinking. To be like, okay, how can we translate ideas and thoughts and dreams, which are most of the time quite cuckoo really, into something that's a little bit more tangible.
We're also really looking forward to working with different UBI communities. So if there are any people from the universal basic income community that want to join this amazing project, now is your chance. We don't have to keep asking the same questions about who will pay for UBI and blah, 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 where's the money going to come from? But, we can set up questions in such a way that those old questions don't exist anymore.
And I don't want to make this out to be some easy challenge. This is a monumental endeavor.
Writing the story differently than it's ever been written before.
And if we can get to that stage of stillness and letting go of lots of thoughts inside the head.
If we just put our minds together and think, and we use the technology that we have right now, we could already create solutions that nobody would ever think about.